Hi, friends. Okay, so I had this moment today when I was talking to Rowan after class and talking about, catching her up and giving her the highlights and the lowlights and the midlights of essentially the last couple months since I last saw her. And I was talking about my trip to Atlanta. And as you all know, I went to Atlanta, or maybe you don't know, but I went to Atlanta for a week. And Atlanta is where I moved when I was 10 and grew up there up until about 14 years ago when I moved to LA. And it had been about 8 years since I was back home in Atlanta. And I was sharing, with her, updating her on everything, the macro level of the trip. And then I had a realization in my conversation with her that I was so grateful for my time in Atlanta. And for a long time, I really ran from it. I ran from my experiences there. I ran from my childhood there. I ran from the memories and everything there. But that place helped me to become who I am today. It helped to raise me. It helped to mold me. It helped to shift me. It helped to invite a Southern hospitality and warmth and kindness that genuinely can only be found in the South. And I love Los Angeles, but it's just nothing like being in the South, being around people, being, this warmth energy. And in a city where people come here, move here from all over the world to make whatever it is, right? I have been blessed enough to meet people who were born and raised here. And it's just the best. It's the best thing ever. But I wouldn't be who I am today without every part of my story. And I think that we sometimes want to forget about the hard stuff, the painful things, and just move on, right? Or some of us just stay hard, and that's okay too, because that's your journey. But for me and how I'm moving and how I continue to move, we're moving in love. We're moving in firmness of boundaries and health and wealth and non-negotiables, but then also just in kindness and an open heart and bravery and boldness and sweetness, and just warmth and buttery. I want to have a butter existence, like you spread on a biscuit with a little bit of honey, and the honey gets a little sticky. It gets stuck in your fingers, and that's okay. But you know what? You can just lick it off, or you can wipe it off, and you keep going. So that's it. That's how I want to continue to move throughout my life, in a soft, warm, buttery existence that reminds me of sweet tea, lemonade in the South, probably too much sugar, but all love. Love stemmed from from past generations that were seated in trauma, but guess what? Not all of it. And even if it was, we don't have to stay there. We don't have to be planted. We don't have to remain in the hardness, in the shell of the world that tries to put us in this box or whatever. But anyway, more on this later and in my writings. And if you want to join my Substack, get on my Substack to hear this entire story. But sweetness, sweet buttery existence. Have a good day.